Not sure what happened to that audio there, but hey, what the hell? Who gives a crap, huh? Let's see if the camera shows up here. Come on, camera. All right, how's it going, freaks? What's going on? I have no idea what happened there. Yep, so I was on Ashely Banfield. You don't have any sound? Hello, hello. What do you mean you don't have any sound? What are you guys talking about? There's no sound here right now? All right, let me try. Okay, hold on. Oh. How about now? Can you hear me now? Oh, I see. Okay, I had something turned off. So you didn't hear any music, right? Okay, let's start over again. We gotta have this. It has to be the same, all right? All right, so we got that.
Hello and welcome. This is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. This channel evaluates all aspects of true crime. As you are aware, videos and live streams in this genre often discuss elements of crime that may be disturbing to some viewers. If necessary, take the precautions needed to avoid these feelings. Factual information related to cases is the key to fostering rational true crime discussions. Fortunately, you will find that here. Please hit the like button only once, share the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you very much for watching.
We're all Richard Allen!
Huh? It's the house!
Here's mosquitoes the size of bald eagles in that dadgum swamp.
There we go. Okay, now it's all good. All right. Yep, so I was on Ashely Banfield tonight. I've been on Court TV many times, but first time I've been on Banfield, even though people always say, "Great, I saw you on Banfield." And it's like, no, it's the first time I've ever been on there. I thought it went pretty good. Didn't you guys, when we read through some documents recently, didn't we find out that, or at least in one of the hearings, that Dill Mortensen actually did go down and sleep in Bethany Funk's room? Right? Isn't that a true statement? Because I remember that completely. I know that, you know, we have in the transcript that she asked her to do that. Right? You know, like, hey, you should come down here, and then I think at some point she went and did that. I think I remember reading that. But she said, she corrected me on that and said, no, that she never went there, even though that. So I don't agree with that. I think it literally, you know. Hey, thanks, Cheryl Bullock up there. And there's GSU PM. Will she get a free membership tonight? I think I misread her comment earlier today. I forgot, I didn't see the comma in there. Yeah, the comma was what I didn't see. Hey, thanks, Jim Lawn. I thought it was like, nobody said something. Hey, didn't and Taylor say it either in a, yeah, she said it in a hearing or in the documents or something like that. For sure, no doubt about it. You know, and Bethany asked her to come down there in the text message exchange, and then she stays up in the room for a little bit of time, but then maybe after that she actually did go down there. No, I don't think we assumed because of the text message. There's no way I would have done that. I'm almost certain that we heard it. Hey, thanks, Stacy Anderson. And she started to try to talk about like a drug connection. I didn't really go there, drug dealers in the house, and I don't know. I just don't think about those kind of things like that. I just feel like it's, like did Dylan think it was a drug dealer or something? I don't know. Does anybody know where that was though? Because I remember either Ann Taylor said it, just like somebody said up there, or it was in a document. Something like that. But hey guys, here we are. We're doing another one of our streams. So if you want to help support the channel, you can buy me, do the coffees. You can do super chats, whatever the hell. This channel, unlike, so if you're new here and you haven't seen this channel before, I try to actually raise funds on the show and, try to get super chats. There's no ad revenue hardly at all on these live streams. So I do like these 2 or 3 hour shows. And we've also, like, if you're new here, this channel since January of 2020 has donated $234,000 of the income from the channel to various true crime related charities, including a scholarship fund that we created and a DNA fund. And we put over 100,000 in the, or right around 100,000 in the DNA fund for identifying Jane and John Does out there. And so, in 2020 we did 22,000. The next year 42,500. Then 2022, our best year ever, was 62,250 to charity. Then 2023 was 57,350. Then 2024 was 49,000. So we're sort of going down. And then this year we've only done 5,500 so far. So I'm trying to, have a better rest of the year to try to get back up to a normal number. Because if we stay at that same pace, it'll be like 20 something again. That just doesn't make sense. So that's what we, we try to make a difference in the true crime world, as well as the, try to put out information that's literally true, not the bull crap that everybody else likes to put out there. All right. So, no, it's not. And by the way, everybody, that is a real clip. Absolutely 100% true. It's not an AI. I did an AI version the other day and it sucked. It was like, okay, hello, hello. Even though that guy sounds exactly like that when he says hello, hello. It's not fake. There's nothing fake about it, man. You guys are ridiculous. I just want you to know that some of you people are the dumbest people that have ever lived, okay? That you actually believe stuff like that. It's scary, all right? I can't believe it. He said some of you are the... I'm just telling you the truth. Okay, if you believe... You didn't, Sky Game. You didn't prove it's fake. You know how I know that? Because it's real. That means you're dumb, all right? You're going to have to get out of here. There you go. But like I said, my channel relies on your guys' generosity. So if you guys could help support the channel tonight, help try to reach a goal, that would be great. We're still stuck at the $12 range. That's not there. All right, $12 doesn't get you to 50,000. Yeah, it's 100% accurate. I can just tell you, it's a real thing. Yeah, I'm on the West Coast, yeah. Brains are, yeah, it's fake AI. Well, yeah, fake AI. Well, AI is fake, so that means it's true. Hey, good for you, Galagang. Thank you. I appreciate that. No, leave that one up there. They said it was fake AI. Well, AI is fake. So if it's fake AI, it's real. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you. I don't care how many accounts you have, you idiot. Hey, fake AI is awesome. Thank you. Good stuff. Thank you for telling everybody it's true. And we have no coffees, nothing, you guys. So let's get moving tonight. We're way behind, way behind. What's that? Who's this person? Let's see. How come you're not releasing the whole call? Well, because I was told not to. Yeah. That's it. You fraud. Hey, well, you guys, let me ask you something. Will you come back and apologize to me when you find out it's true? Right, thanks. I didn't think you would, though. All right. I'm just going to go back over here again. Boy, my sales pitch really had a great effect. Thanks, everybody. Thank you so much. Like talking to a brick wall. You got 392 people that didn't hear a word I said. I know, it's like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. You know, it's wild. Yeah, we've got, yeah, thanks, Lisa Valenzuela, for the coffee. Yeah, so when you listen to the 911 call, you can just absolutely tell it's really incredibly emotional. People are, you know, I think it's Dylan on the phone most of the time. It's hard to tell, you know, if maybe they switched and they kind of just sound the same. But I think it was basically Dylan on the phone, because she at one time says, "This is Dylan," and so, and that voice seems to be the same one that you hear on the other times. Who cares how I got it, Jay? I'll never tell you. How do you like that? Isn't that amazing? I always think it's funny when people ask that. Like, you think I'm just going to all of a sudden tell you? Yeah. People don't do that. Alright guys, we're still currently at 0, so if you have the ability to help support the channel, that'd be fantastic. Alright, you know, so, I mean, I guess I just kind of want to go over it slowly on here. There's Michelle H. with the gifted membership to Carson Hockey's mom. And there's Alley Cake trying for a wave. Will it happen? It's hard to say. There's an error with the super chats. Well, try the super thanks. The other one instead. Everybody always says that. Are you able to confirm that you got it legally? I don't care. You know, would you care? No. I just got it. And I'm pretty sure the person who got it legally. So I might post the whole thing. I mean, it's weird how people, can you confirm that you got it legally? Why do you guys ask these types of questions? They're just dumb, you guys. I mean, honestly. Don't you understand? They're just stupid questions. Hey, there it works. See, Timothy Cecil joined along with Alley Cake. Ask something about the actual call. Maybe that will be something useful here. All right. So based on my memory going over it, it's no, I'm not playing it tonight, and I'm not sure exactly when I'll get to. But hey, thanks, Esther Melgoza. Like talking to a brick wall. I love your expressions. Great. Would love to give you more. Hey, well, very kind. Thank you so much. I just try to keep things rolling along here. I'm trying to make it back to where we used to be, where we were just absolutely able to fund a whole bunch of different things. I think it'd be cool to get more into the scholarship fund. Like if we could do like 10 grand a year and give 5 students $2,000, that'd be pretty amazing. What do you think about that, Zozo? I think that would be a really sort of, making a difference even more type of thing. Like kind of like our DNA. I think the focus of what we do should be mainly the DNA fund and scholarships, because that's like making a difference. Hey, thanks Justin. Thanks Gray. News Nation independently verified it. I guess they did somehow. I'm not sure how they did that, but hey, thanks Karen and Artworks. Thanks Gray. Oh, I said, wouldn't it be cool if we got up to like 10,000 for the scholarship fund, like mainly focusing on them and our DNA fund, and then, work in the Texas Equisearches and the other ones as well. Yeah, well, people can apply for the scholarships. We just can't know that you're the person applying. Like we're not going to give special treatment to any of that. Thanks Linda Howe, as in Linda Molden Howe of the Cattle Mutilations and Crop Circles, and thank you GSUPM. Our DNA fund is through for Identifinders International, who's run by Dr. Colleen Fitzpatrick, and we've given them close to 100,000, might be over that now, over the last, 4 or 5 years, and we use it for identifying Jane and John Does and, crime victims that don't have a name. So it's been really rewarding. I think we've got 5 solved cases that we've funded, maybe even more. So it's been pretty sweet. It's a really neat thing. So what we do is we donate to, I think it's Intermountain Forensics, who is a nonprofit. Then they take that money, and our money is specifically for Identifinders, and then they're able to take from that and then do their work. Forensic genetic genealogy. So we're all the people on this channel that have watched this channel, they're absolutely completely aware of the whole situation in the Idaho 4 case regarding DNA, and nobody's confused. Nobody is confused at all, but it's the people out there that have no idea, and they just run with some stupid comment that another one of the creators makes because they don't know what the hell they're talking about, and then everybody believes that it's some weird nefarious thing regarding the DNA, and it's just not accurate. Okay, it's not accurate at all. We actually understand it here. She's been on our show probably, God, I don't know, minimum of 15 times over the years, I would think. Maybe, I don't know if it's 15, but 10 to 15 times she's been on, and it's been pretty cool, so there you go. People start off by saying they're a lawyer. Yeah, everyone always says, hey, look at my dad's what do they say? Oh, I am a, what do they call it? What the heck? GSUPM? Holy crap. Thank you. That's like a double. Let me get the music, see if I can get that turned on before. Oh, got to hear the end of it. Thank you, GSUPM and Michelle H. Yeah, paralegal. That's what I was looking for. They always say, yeah, I'm a paralegal, Gray, so I understand this case better than you. And it's like, well, you don't, and who gives a shit if you're a paralegal? It doesn't give you any extra insight into solving criminal cases. It gives you insight into the paperwork. Good for you, all right? That isn't nice, Gray. I'm a paralegal, you bastard. I can't believe you said that. All right. Well, I'm sorry if you're a paralegal and you didn't like what I said. All right. The fact that anyone actually believes that, yeah, there's no way in hell I would do that. And I played 30 seconds of it today, Amber, if you saw it, because I was given permission to do that. And that's it. It's like 4 minutes and something long. Let's see. Like it's like somebody trying to explain the sewer system, and then somebody says they're a janitor, so they know all about it. Yeah, I don't think so. Hey, thanks Jill D and Jim Lawn. Knick-knack. Yeah, we do knick-knack all the time. Like, well, we always do the one-off, 500 here, 500.
Some donations at too.
Yeah, I always throw. I think knick-knack's a good one. National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. We give, geez, I think we're over 3,000 over there for sure. 22 or 3 for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. All right. Probably going to go through this again, just kind of out of my memory of it. So it's like 911, location of your emergency. That's the operator. And then, she sounds so you guys heard it, right? Like, she is freaked out. Dylan is, when she's like, hi, something's happening. I can't even imitate it because it's just so bad. We don't know what we have. And then the operator, the operator was just trying to get to the point, but she was rude about how she did it. So whether or not I don't mind that she kept on, I don't care what happened. We got to get to the person who's passed out. But she was just rude right out of the chute. We're talking about, she hears this person absolutely freaking out, and she says, what's the address in emergency? God, you're so boring. Jesus Christ, you're, So I didn't like that part of it. It's not robotic at all. She's saying in a rude sort of, can't be bothered sort of way, you're bugging me. But I understand her point of not, getting off of the unconscious person, because that's your immediate interest. That's why the call was made, not to hear the story. But man, wouldn't you have loved it if she had allowed her to tell the story, because then you'd have more sort of information at the time, literally just 8 hours later. Yeah. And thanks again up there, GSUPM. We got to get some more memberships, though. The day that she finally gets hers, we'll all just cheer. Not sure what you mean. Self-esteem. Her voice, you'd have to hear the whole thing, but she sounds like that a lot. Like, her attitude at the beginning was already like she wasn't in a good mood, the operator. Anyways, and it's like, what's the address? 1122. And then you hear somebody say, no, don't. Like, somebody may have said, I'm going to go upstairs and check. And she says, no, don't. Somebody says, no, don't. I don't know if it's the same person on the phone because it's a little further away. Hey, thanks, Esther Milgoza. Yeah, well, Buckeye 8625, just like you. You're one of the rudest people on the planet. And maybe I am rude sometimes, but it's rude for a good reason. Very rarely is it just rude to just randomly, it's always somebody says something that's messed up, and I'll say something back, and you don't like the way it sounded, so then it's rude. And then sometimes I misread something, and I say something, and maybe that would come across like that way, but it's never the same story. You'll get somebody to come in here, some jackass like RK up there, and they'll say something like, Gray, your work is a pile of crap, man. I think it sucks. And I'll go, hey, why did you get out of here? And then you'll see that same person type somewhere else and say, Gray was so mean to me for disagreeing. He kicked me out. Man, I just disagree. And it's like, really? Is that what, that was your take on what you said? You said something horrible, and I removed you for it, and then now you're claiming something else. That's what passive-aggressive people do all the time. Hey, Legend, thanks, man. Yeah, this is going to be Troll Central tonight, you guys. Watch out. All the Koberger lovers, the ones that write the letters, the ones that hope that if he gets exonerated somehow, or not exonerated, but is found not guilty, you can go out on a date with him, and yes, you too will be able to hear him say, man, you've got nice birthing hips. And I'm glad you're looking forward to that. Brian Koberger is a psycho, you guys, and he is a killer. And he planned it out, and he executed it, and he killed 4 college students. And there is no doubt about it in a rational-minded person. Hey, everybody, look at, I've got bushy eyebrows. I've got bushy eyebrows, everybody. Therefore, I must be the person in there. And my eyebrows aren't really that bushy, you know, they're just dark. And you, sir, have bushy eyebrows? Yes, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, the people say stuff like that. Where were you that night, Gray? You seem to have too much information. I'm just imitating the way I perceive the way these people sound. Whiny little babies. Unbelievable. You know, true crime isn't a game, you guys. It's like an actual thing. Now, I had to ask to put out that little bit of audio so that I could verify that, that it's real to people. All right. Hey, thanks, Carly. What did you guys like about the Banfield thing? I mean, I didn't feel like I stuttered or stammered around too much. I mean, you know, it's always, the hosts are always who kind of make it easy. You know, like, she's pretty easy, you know. She's very similar to Vinny, you know, how they sort of set you up and get you somewhere and ask a question. Hey, thanks, Timothy Cecil. Someone put a tip in the Delphi. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so how many of you guys are all aware of the Delphi case in Indiana, right? So early on in that case, I figured out on my own, just using publicly available information, the route that the killer took and then eventually took the girls across the creek, everything. I figured it out. It's the same route that was used at trial 7 years later. It's the same one I figured out. When I say on my own, it's using, you know, somebody might post something over here and I'll go, holy shit, because they didn't know what it meant. And then somebody might do something here. So it's just like conglomerating the information and coming up with what makes sense. And in that case, I did that. So these people, because they didn't like the fact that I was so sure of what I was saying, because I was literally 100% positive, they turned me into the Indiana State Police Facebook page and said, this guy knows. First of all, they call me an idiot, that I didn't know anything. They go, you're an idiot. That guy's an idiot. Gray, you're so stupid, man. He came from the other side. Gray, Then all of a sudden they turn me in and say, he knows too much. So which one is it? I'm an idiot or I knew too much? So then I found out about it, so I went over to the Indiana State Police Facebook page, and I saw the post, and I go, hey, check it out. Here's the link to my latest video. And they went and then one of the officers saw the video and was like, wow, that's pretty damn good. And got a hold of the prosecutor, and then the prosecutor left me a message on a YouTube video. Then he sent me an email because I didn't respond to the comment, and then I called over there and I said, can I speak to Robert Ives? And they said, oh, Robert Ives is he's busy. Can we ask who's calling? And I go, yeah, this is Grant Hughes. And they go, hold on a second. And then boom, they just put me right through to him. And then he was like, hey, listen, if we ever get publicly, no, not like, if we ever make an arrest, we can give you more information so you can be more accurate. Because I was like 20 feet off here and 20 feet off there. And then after that, there was never an arrest made. So about 2 months later, that's when my buddies, or not even 2 months, it was like a month later, went out to the bridge, filmed everything for me. And then I was able to put it together and figure out exact locations of each and every single thing, both photographs and then where the bridge guy was at the end of the bridge. But it was actually a positive. I turned it into a positive thing. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Hey, Josie, you're getting really boring. Okay, it's just you're not interesting. Nothing you're saying is interesting to anybody. If you want to comment on the cases and things that we're talking about, I would be appreciative. But nobody cares about anything else that you're talking about. Thank you. Hey, thanks, Cool and You. Very cool. I mean, how about Cool and You? Is that how it goes? Yeah, I'm cool too. Thanks, Cool and You. I would take Gray's side over the Cobra. That's right, AJ. I mean, that's right here. See, this is. Do I have that look? I think I need to take this. Hold on, the screen's going to turn black for a second because I gotta put the link into the chat and then go back to this, and then I can take that comment. Oh, look at that. There it is. I would take Gray's side over these Koberger groupies any day. Boom. That's how it is. And thanks everybody for supporting the channel. Really appreciate it. Got great mods over here. They can see the trolls a mile away. It's like whack-a-mole with these suckers. Gray, but I've got 20 accounts, you bastard. I can do it all day long. Okay, great. Good for you, psycho. I mean that you sit around and you make 50 accounts so you can troll somebody. What a loser. Do you understand that? You wake up in the morning and get your cup of coffee and you just sit there wondering, what can I do today to be a troll? I mean, what a crappy life that is. Whew, wow. Yeah. All right, so back to this. Oh, this is fun. I don't mind. I actually think it's fun. These trolls are so stupid. It's just it's mind-boggling. Yeah, whack a troll. There you go. That's right. So what Amber Maiden said there is true. Look at that. For those new to the channel, we stick to facts, do not victim blame, can be blunt, and do not tolerate show disruptions. Right. Tonight I'm just sort of chit-chatting around. It's kind of a later show. Normally we go on at like 5 something, but my time, which is Pacific Standard Time. And tonight's later because I was on Ashely Banfield for a while. I mean, that show started at 7, so I didn't really have time to do a show. Yeah, I was talking to somebody earlier, and they said, Gray, the reason people don't like you is because your information that you put out, the people on the opposition, they don't like you because when you put something out, it devastates the things that they believed in, and they know it inside. And because of that, they hate you. And I absolutely think that is it. There might be people that don't like me because of personality or something like that, but the real truth is they feel a threat. Like these people that peddle in conspiracy theory stuff on a daily basis, they don't want somebody out there that shows everybody else that the crap that they put out is just complete garbage, you know. So when you have somebody that's putting out real stuff that you can look at and go, holy shit, yeah, look at that, wow, ooh, jeez. And then you see this clown over here saying, that's not a Wida launcher, everybody, it's this, you know, and they go on and on about something else, and you know, you just look at them and laugh. We also appreciate your views, trolls. Yeah, exactly what Zozo said. Say that. So thanks for the views. Make sure to hit that like button on the way out. And by the way, if you want to, hit the dislike button, because that's also an engagement. YouTube actually, I think they love it when a video's 50-50 likes versus dislikes, because then they know there'll be people battling back and forth in the comments, engaging in the video over and over and over again. And saying that, I'm not asking you to hit the dislike button, but it's the same thing. A dislike is an engagement to the video. It's a positive number. So thank you very much for hitting that dislike button. I really appreciate it. But for those who actually like the channel, if you could hit that like button, that would be awesome too, because currently we're only at 190, so we're going to have to get going on that right now. And here we go, and hit that like button, 10, 20, 25, 30. Hit that like button, 40. It's one of the easiest damn things to do in the world. Use your nose, use your toes, whatever blows. Hit that like button, hit that like button. Press it once, press it, don't hit it twice. Do not hit it twice, hit it one time. Okay, so we only got to about 199, so that means we've got about 269 trolls in here. That's how I do the math. I always look at if we got 500 people watching and 200 likes. There's 300 trolls. All right? It couldn't just be that some didn't hit the like button. Yeah, don't hit it twice. Yeah. Hey, thank you. Oh, yeah. So I kind of didn't read the comment up above, but what did you, I'll focus now. For the people who watched Banfield, what did you like about it? Yeah, she did. Well, I kind of interrupted her. There's a delay, so it's kind of an issue. That wasn't really, I don't think that's her fault. But there's a couple times I said, hey, sorry, I said sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt it. I wanted to get another point out. It's hard to have a conversation where you can interject when it's not live. Like if there's a 2-second delay, you can't do an interject because that person probably is starting to talk. I think it's a television show on News Nation, right? Was I on television? Or I don't even know where I was. Let's see. Red looked good. You showed tons of knowledge and sounded very sympathetic. Yeah, because she started off saying, you know, something which I totally agree with, is that there's so many people out there that go after Dylan Mortensen and Bethany Funk, and I think it's disgusting. They have absolutely nothing to do with it. There is no connection at all. There's some weird drug thing out there. The killer is Brian Koberger, everybody. His phone stopped pinging. He was driving around. He turned his phone off at 2:54 apparently now, in Pullman, Washington. Then, about 32 minutes later, he's over in Moscow, Idaho. A white Elantra, missing its front license plate, is driving around. Now, at that point, you could make a case saying, oh, yeah, I don't know whose white Elantra that is. You know, it's driving around. And then it passes, and A&W, and that's where they see it doesn't have a front license plate. Now you go, okay, what are the odds of a person who is driving around, they turn their phone off at 2:54, they also have a white Elantra, and they are missing a front license plate, and they're driving around after around 3 a.m. at that point. And then one passes an A&W at 3:28, missing its front license plate. Then the vehicle passes another Ridge Road at 3:29, and that white Elantra is verified to be Koberger's vehicle. So it's like, holy shit. I mean, Koberger's vehicle is literally, 0.3 miles from 1122 King Road at 3:29. And he doesn't have a front license plate. Then the vehicle drives down Taylor Avenue, and at 3:29 and 47 seconds, it drives by the camera there. Another white sedan in that video. Then you see the vehicle going into 500 Queen Road at 3:30-ish, like 3:31. It goes back behind 500 Queen Road, and then it parks by the house for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then leaves. And then you just do this thing all over again. And then that same vehicle comes back around goes into that area for the last time around 4:05 something, drives back behind 500 Queen Road, and then turns around in front of number 52, then goes back, almost parks or stops in front of the 1122 King Road residence, then continues to Queen and King, does a 3-point turn, which will be absolutely clear on that camera, turns around, and then drives back behind 500 Queen Road. This is the same white Elantra we've been watching all night long. And then that white Elantra drives around and parks in front of 1122 King Road, right behind it, I mean. Parks behind it at 4:08. And because we see the white Elantra going back behind, and it parks there at 4:08. And then we see the white Elantra pulling away at a high rate of speed at 4:20 and 47 seconds. So that means in between, and we know that Xana Kernodle was still live at 4:12 and had ordered a DoorDash and got delivered around 4. So she was alive during that time. So what that means is between 4 and Dylan Mortensen was awake and listening to this. So that means between 4:08 and 4:20, all 4 victims were killed inside that house while the white Elantra was parked just behind the building. And then you'd still say, well, I don't know. How does that make that Kohberger? I mean, it does sound right. I mean, it's missing a front license plate. Well, because inside the house during the 12 minutes, a knife sheath was left on the bed of Madison Mogan near her right side, as viewed from the door, and it had Brian Kohberger's DNA on it. Isn't that amazing? Wow. So therefore, the white Elantra driving around is Brian Kohberger's white Elantra, because the blood on the knife sheath is his. And then you go back, and then he turns his phone on again, just south of Moscow, Idaho, near Blaine, Idaho. You see how it just, there's almost, it's inescapable. And by the way, apparently it's a true thing that the FBI figured out, that he bought a K-bar knife sheath on Amazon and had it delivered to his house. What do you think of that, huh? That's pretty crazy. Apparently that's true. Well, Gray, lots of people buy K-bars, you bastard. How dare you accuse my new boyfriend? I want to write him a letter. You guys are sick. Jesus, you guys are so just brain dead. Oh, like brain deadened. Yeah. It's so hard to have good banter via chat. All right, guys. Well, we're still not even at the goal tonight. So if you're out there and you can help support the channel, I would appreciate it. We still only have one coffee for some reason. Not sure what's happening to the coffee support. And we're, basically only at 80%. So please consider supporting the Gray Hughes Investigates YouTube channel. Become a channel member if you would. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy times out there. What are you saying, Candy Girl? You're not conspiratorial, are you? I remember back in the day. Long time ago. Now, the other blood in the house doesn't mean anything to me. I even said it on Banfield. I said, yeah, I think if you took a black light throughout that house, it'd light up like a Christmas tree. I think there's blood, little tiny, a piece of blood here, a little speck of blood there from all the parties they had, those rambunctious parties over the years. And there's something everywhere. And I think the blood found on the rail means absolutely nothing. Zero means absolutely nothing. No, I want people to help support my channel, yeah. Yeah, and that's just it. And if it doesn't happen, then we don't do all the stuff that we've been doing. That's what the document said. She went to Bethany's room and the girls fell asleep. Right. But Ashely Banfield told me that I was wrong when I said that. But I was pretty certain I was right. Yeah. She said, no, she never went there. I was like, I don't know. I think it said it in the doc. I almost corrected it, but then I said, forget it. Yeah, I'm not playing the audio on here. Oh, maybe that's not why it's not working. Hold on, let me put that back in. Hold on, everything went dark. I really miss being one of the mods, Gray. I don't remember when oh yeah, you were one a long time ago. You kind of disappeared. Yeah. Yeah, I need people that like want. It doesn't have to be the big cases. They're here all the time. Let's see. Let me try coffee again. Here we go. Is that gonna work? I'm gonna see if because I think the bot wasn't on or something. Would you say some more? Say more than 1/12 people who know about this case think he's innocent. I don't know. The people on social media, it's like 50% or more. That's just crazy. You know, the people that commented, I'd say most people think there's some kind of, maybe they're more vocal than everybody. Hey, thanks, Jessica Miller. But hey, maybe Esther, you know, one of these days, you keep coming around again. That'd be cool. Hey, thanks, Amber Maiden. Look at that. 5 gifted memberships. We got TJ, Snappy T, Amber, Pug Paws, and Daniela. But no GSU PM again. I think you got to do something there. Something's not quite right there. Thank you. I have yet to meet one person in person who thinks he's in it. Yeah, like if you're just, but because most of the people you talk to out in the real world, they're just kind of vaguely familiar with it. But the ones that think that they're online and they're really onto something, what a waste of time you've had. Because the clown out there, the guy from the UK that sits there and looks at you and just says, "You're a beautiful, beautiful people." That guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Every day comes up with a new sort of angle conspiracy, but says, "I'm just spitballing here," and everybody listens and goes, "Ooh, ooh, ooh," and it's just madness. Madness is what it is. Hey, look at that Snappy T gifted one to Lynn Love and Light. Thank you. Yeah, he's terrible. He's an absolute dirt bag, and if he ever shows up there, it's not going to be pretty for him. You know, if he ever runs into the family members, that's just not good. Ah, jeez. Are you doing conspiracy stuff, Candy? Or what's going on? I don't think he's innocent either. No, he's 100% guilty, Candy Girl. That just means you don't understand the case. I'm just telling you. If somebody thinks it's 50-50, that means they do not understand the case and are completely confused and absolutely, it's not like, "Gray, that's unfair. Maybe no, it's not. It's one of those things, like if you said 1 + 1 = 2 and the other one said, "No, it's 3," you know, that means they're delusional, all right? It doesn't mean that there's nothing in this case that's a nuance that makes you go, or wonder about who's the actual person, okay? That's just the truth of it. If you're confused and you think, if you're at 50-50 with the information that's out there, then something's wrong with you, mentally, you know, honestly. Wow. I mean, that's just like, that's scary shit. Anyways, so let me try to get back to some of this. I don't know who, I just don't understand it. Like, I don't understand people not seeing it. It's so freaking simple. And that's why I'm here, because I'm trying to have a place for rational-minded people. Hey, thanks, Ozzy, Trisha. How's it going out there? I never get the answer about what people liked about the show. Because I don't know if anybody even said, but... And that person that has the UK guy actually took the name for his channel based on how my intro used to be for my channel. I had to change the word, got rid of it. Well, yeah, there has to be, Candy. If you think it's 50-50, you've got to have something. It's not an insult. It's just reality, Candy Girl. That means you don't understand the case. You're one of those people that just show up and you hear this and that and you go with it. But when you understand the case, it's not 50-50. There's nothing even close to anything like that. What are you talking about? Took down here. What are you talking about? They didn't take anything down. I don't know what you're saying. You know, when people have all those little... just delete that comment, but don't hide them. But people that type like that, they're just trying to get attention. Too many emojis, too many apostrophes and question marks. They want everybody to see them. And Can someone else their part as to why they think he's not guilty? I watch and listen while I'm... Yeah, but I just don't think... yeah, but like Candy Girl, if we ever spent like if you spent time watching all of my videos on the case, after a while you just go, oh shit, yeah, no doubt about it. It's just really obvious, you know. It's not one of those things that's confusing and... Yeah. Yeah, and the thing is it's cool. I mean, if you want to go watch somebody else, you know, the conspiracy channels, there's very few that actually try to put the real information out. Because you can come up with a lot of content if you just invent a story that somebody's not, you know, like... Somebody like Koberger is just out. It's so obvious. It's mind-blowing. But if you go like this, he didn't do it, everybody. Oh, my God. Now you have endless content. You can start accusing every single person that you see in a video and looking them up and doxing them and pretending that they have something to do with it. And you can just go on and on and on and on and on. It's a lot easier for those people. But that's okay. I haven't seen you in a long time, Candy. Or Candace. Candy. I think we met each other during the Kanika Jenkins case. And remember what was going on there. Let's see. Yeah, there's just Troll City. Right, wicked clowns, because of you. You're a wicked clown. That's why I haven't got to the call yet. Too many trolls. I'm not going to play the 911 call, so if that's what you're waiting for. Yeah, they try to say it's around 1 because they hear some sound or there's a car driving. When it's just so clear, you see the wide Elantra doing its passes, and law enforcement's already identified that. They said it makes its first of 4 loops. Okay, Candy Girl. Well, you have to explain why you're 50-50. Man, that's just insane. I could, if you were 99-1, I might go, okay, that's... All right, so let's do it then. So it says one of our roommates who's passed out and she was drunk last night. Really frantic voice here. And then hold on, I think I scrolled down too far. So we're up here. It says, so Dylan says, nah, oh, Kings Road. You know, doing AI, it's Kings Road. No. Says, what is your address? Oh, Kings Road. Okay, and is that a house or an apartment? And the answer to that is...
It's a house!
Can you separate the address to make sure that I have it right? And repeat, not separate. I'll talk to you guys. And that's somebody else. So that's the neighbor comes in and goes, hey, I'll talk to you guys. We live right, or, you know, we live right, so we're next to them. And the operator says, I need someone to repeat the address for verification. Then that same person somehow knew the address really well. So the address is 1122 King Road. I think she's whispering it or something, talking to them, asking. And what's the phone number that you're calling from? And then the neighbor says to maybe Bethany, what's your number? We don't hear that on the call, though, that part. Well, I think it might have been taken out of the audio because it was redacted. See how this part's redacted? So that's missing, and then also the word okay. So it's almost like right there is missing. So it kind of makes sense that somebody redacting just kind of threw that in there. And tell me exactly what's going on. And so that should have, I mean, exactly what's going on, huh? Well, that probably was why Dylan was like, hey, let me tell you the story. But then the roommate said, you know, so the roommate comes, not the roommate, the neighbor comes over and it's like, one of our probably friends, and then said, one of the roommates who's passed out and she was drunk last night and she's not waking up. And then Dylan's like, wait, you're not saying, in her mind, you're not saying what I need you, that I want you to say. She goes, no, we saw, and then the neighbor, who's obviously been told this already, said, oh, and they saw some man in the house last night. Yeah. And then Dylan comes on and says, hi, and then the operator is saying, and are you with the patient? But underneath the and are you with patient, you can hear this is Dylan. So it's like they're both being said at the same time. This is Dylan, and are you with the patient? Then it says, I need someone to keep the phone, stop passing it around. I could sort of see being frustrated by that, but it's her tone that just sucks. Which I'm sure mine sucks sometimes too. And I guess it's just the way it is. What is going on? What is going on currently? Is someone passed out right now? That's the operator. What's going on currently? Is someone passed out right now? Then Dylan says, I don't really know, but pretty much at 4 a.m. she wanted to get through her story again. Because up above, they were asked, tell me what's exactly going on. And then the operator says, okay, listen, I need to know what's going on right now. If someone is passed out, can you find that out? Then right over here, this thing here is way long. Like if you read it like this, yeah, I'll come. Come on. Let's, we got to go check, but we have to. Those words are kind of quick right there. Right? So it's like this. Yeah, I'll come. Come on. Let's, we got to go check. And then somebody must have said, up there, I don't want to, or something quietly. And then she says, but we have to. Then there's 9 seconds after that, which is kind of a long time. It's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then Dylan yells up to the person that's ahead of them and says, is she passed out? Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you hear that somebody say yes or dead or something. I mean, it's really kind of strange. Like you hear the word dead, and then it's, but there's also, the male upstairs says Xana, and twice up there. So Xana, male voice says, after, is Xana passed out? So right where it says, is she passed out? There's somebody up there saying, Xana, Xana. And then there's an oh my God up there. And then a male just before, and then there's like, what's wrong right here? So it's interesting because this person says, Xana, Xana. Then I think they came running back towards Dylan, and then Dylan saw his face and said, what's wrong? Right? And then, let's see. Then Dylan says to the operator, she's not waking up. And then Xana, and then right after that, she's not waking up. Somebody also says Xana again. So the male upstairs. And then this part right here says unconscious. And I just think that's one of these, some of these things are out of order. Unconscious, or actually this could be legit because that's just unconscious. That's what the people calling had said. But this right here, this stuff here isn't on the 911 call. This, I think this part here is where it says, okay, one moment, I'm getting help started that way. Then Dylan, they have Dylan say, okay, maybe. I mean, when you read that, it's like, what the hell does that even mean? And the reason we say, what the hell does that mean, is because that isn't what it said. All right? That isn't what it said at all. It actually said, okay, thank you. To, okay, one moment, I'm getting help started that way. Okay, thank you. And they have, okay, maybe. So whoever did it did it's just a shoddy, shitty job, and that's what you see a lot, and nobody likes that. I think it sucks. I think when you are in law enforcement and you're putting together files and documents, you got to do it absolutely as good as you can. Like in the Delphi case, it could be that Libby is saying, that be a gun, because they have a better technology that I thought I heard that the first time, and then I thought it said something else, and, but they have better audio enhancement So, guess we'll have to wait and see on that. Maybe if once we get the enhanced audio, maybe it'll sound better. But like they went through that really well. Where in this one there's a lot of errors, you know. Okay, maybe. What's wrong? And then Dylan actually says, "What's wrong?" in a high-pitched, upset voice. That's not even in the transcript. And then she goes, "Poor Kaylee. Poor Kaylee." She whispers "poor Kaylee" in there. You know, so she just kind of whispers it. "Get out, get out." And then after that, the male sort of comes running towards Dylan and says, "Get out, let's get out." Because they saw something. That means in that last look, they saw something horrendous, right? And a lot of this stuff I copy, this crap, that's not even in there. And this, yeah, it's Evan, that's not even in there. So then this says, okay, that's Dylan. Okay, and how old is she? 20. So she, 20 you said? Yeah, 20. Here, do you want to talk to him? Meaning, so now she's handing the phone to the Evan guy. And then the word okay here is not on audio, even though that's from the operator. And then the Evan guy says, I mean, he literally sounds exactly like my AI version. You want to hear what it sounds like? Hello? Hello? Okay, I need someone to stop passing the phone around because I've talked to 4 different people. Okay, sorry, they just gave me the phone. Is she breathing? Hello? That sounds exactly the same. Is she breathing? No, he says, the guy. Okay. Then this says right here, unintelligible by somebody. Then it's just like one of the responding people. Then right here, this guy, Evan, again, he said, Bethany or Dylan, I need you to talk to them. Said I can't talk to them. Said you need to talk to them. Sounds like he says say, but I think it makes sense if he said, Bethany or Dylan, I need you to talk to them. They said I can't talk to them. Said you need to talk to them. Right? And then Dylan says, okay. So she grabs the phone after that. But just keep in mind this whole time, Dylan sounds absolutely terrified. There isn't like at a time where she just sounds so calm and relaxed. Her voice is always like, oh my, just really freaking out. Then she says, okay, hello. And then the operator says, okay, I have already sent the ambulance and law enforcement. Stay on the line. Then she says, okay. If there is then the operator asks Dylan, hey, if there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it. Units responding, RP's advising. I don't know if that part's in there. Like that part right here, I didn't hear, right? Then right here where they wrote unintelligible, see that right there? It's clear as hell. I mean, you couldn't have anything more clear. Dylan says, say that again? And then she says, oh, there's police here right now. So this is right here. It's like she was kind of trying to figure out what this defibrillator thing meant. If there's a defibrillator, she goes, say that again? Oh, hey, there's police here right now. Then the operator says the patient is not conscious, not breathing. Now, I don't know I don't think that might not be in there because that's talking to some other person. Then, okay, if there's a defibrillator, now she's finally repeating what she was supposed to say to Dylan. Okay, if there is a defibrillator available, send someone to go get it now and tell me when you have it. Wow, that's exactly the same wording. Let's see. If there is a defibrillator, send someone to get it now and tell me. Did she read that off of a... I mean, like from right there, I mean, if there, that whole sentence right there is the exact same sentence as this one right here. So I don't know. I'd have to go listen to that again. And then Dylan says, we don't have one. What are you guys talking about? We don't have one. But right here, it says unconscious. That's somebody, that's like, that is, let's see, that is on the 911 call, where somebody says unconscious, not breathing. And so that's the officer up here that Dylan's talking about. That person's now in the room examining, looking at Xana. And then Dylan says to that person while they're there, so that means Dylan's likely at this point, it feels like, she is like upstairs or something, you know. Yeah, do you have a defibrillator? Yep. And then Dylan says, yes, we have one, back to the operator. Because the EMS person had one. But are you talking to the officer? Yes. Okay, I'm going to let you go since he's there and can help you. Okay, thank you, bye. Yeah, so this whole time, though, she's like freaking out. It's not, you know, the way I'm reading it, because I really, you know, I'm not going to sit here and pretend I can sound like them. So it's pretty interesting. I'm not. Who are you talking about, Sarah? What are you talking? Permission from who? A secret service? Yeah, it's just somebody. Yeah, I'm not. You know, I'm just not sharing it. You know. Okay, because I was asked not to, and that's really all that matters, right? Like if that was you, wouldn't you not share because the person who gave it to you, yeah, doesn't want you to share it? Wouldn't you not share it, or do you want to pretend that you would and sort of betray somebody's trust? You sound like a lunatic, okay? And when I mean share, I mean out openly where people can hear it, you know. Gray, why can't we hear it? You'll probably get to hear it at some point, relatively soon, I would imagine. And maybe it won't even come from my channel first. All right, but you know that you'll know once you hear it that I had, you know, I'm, you know, listening to the actual audio. So this is what we're going over right now is likely what you'll hear. Now the conspiracy nutters, they're going to dig through and claim, they're going to use almost the same tactics that the spirit box people do. They'll hear certain sounds and they'll tell their viewers, look at what it says here. And even though it won't make sense, it'll be like, yeah, something ridiculous. They're going to tell their viewers that, and they're all going to believe it. And wherever you go, you're going to hear it repeated over and over and over. And it's going to be complete garbage, you know. What do you mean, who aired it? I did. Just 30 seconds of it. What do you mean they took it down YouTube? What are you talking about? They took it down YouTube? Oh, Jesus. Where do these people come from? At least I am, because Idaho court said it's sealed. Yeah, they didn't, but... What are you talking about? What was up and what's gone? Here, let me check. I think I got a link. I don't know. I can't tell. I don't know what they're talking about, to be honest with you. What video? Oh, it's on Banfield's Facebook page. Okay. Sounds like the operator was reading off a script and getting... Yeah, maybe a couple times. Right. Well, she probably posted it from my show, right? She posted the 30-second clip, right? Hopefully she gave credit to Gray Hughes Investigates. I think Plunder would do that. At least I would hope. I feel so bad for the families. Kaylee's dad was saying how hard it was for them when they saw the transcript. Right. Yeah. So I think I really, it was just sort of, everybody thinks I was making stuff up. I'm not everybody. I'd say 5% of the people, you know, the nut jobs, but they're the loudest people. So I wanted to show that I didn't make it up, but I also thought it might be important to play the, you know, just to show right away what Dylan sounds like. And I think anybody with a rational brain, when you hear it, she's freaked out. Now, what people are going to focus in on is she wanted to get her story out because it was all planned. It was a rehearsed story, so she kept trying to push the story on the operator instead of just somebody knowing that there was something really bad that went on because they saw this guy or whatever, and now they want to get all that information out to get the ball rolling. That's how the reality is, but that's what they're going to do. And then every single word is going to be picked apart over and over and over again, and I just think it's disgusting. People... Oh, cool. Awesome. Well, why are you watching over there, little puppy paws? You should be over here, shouldn't you? Let's see. I think it's Dylan because she says this is Dylan and the voice sounds the same. It's Bethany's phone, though. Pretty sure it's Dylan. I mean, I guess we'll have to find that out at some point. I am not absolutely certain. No, GSU did not get a membership again. But let's see. Let's see if we can get some coffees, you guys. We need the coffees. We still only have one, which is really not good. Third page, third sentence. Okay, so Cindy just sent me this. Let's see. On November 13, 2022, Dylan Mortensen was inside the house when the murders occurred and saw a figure dressed in black. When she peeked out of her bedroom door at 4 a.m., shortly after seeing the intruder, she went downstairs to Bethany Funk's room. Boom. See? And then I got rebuked by Ashely Banfield because she said that, that's not right. She stayed in her room. You know, it's like, no, it's right here. This is what we read on the show a while ago. Yeah, the bushy eyebrow section. So there you go, right? So, you know, I actually knew what the hell I was talking about. Maybe I will send it to her. Let's see. Maybe I'll just like highlight that little section. Downstairs room, the two girls fell asleep roughly 8 hours. That's perfect. All right. I think I just lost my... Well, I already went through the whole damn thing. Well, for some reason, I thought Dylan stayed in the room too. Why? We got over that. We went over the whole thing. That's why when I was on Banfield, I said that. Come on, you guys. I guess you can't watch every second of every show. But you should. How are you supposed to know? Hey, thanks, Dolores Romo. Yeah, man. Where are we at here? Man, there's just so many windows open. I think I'm missing my control panel though. I gotta get that open. Hold on. Man, you guys, those coffees are really... basically, we wouldn't even be at the goal if it wasn't for GSU PM with 500 people watching. Should be really simple, you guys. And as a matter of fact, 2 of them from her, so... Alright, now I got that back open. So what are we at? Yeah, just barely sneaking around. And blanking on the layout of the house. Why? No, she wouldn't have, Jared. We've gone over it many times, man. I know you've seen it. You're not that... You know, I've done it so many times. There's no way in hell you could not know it at this point. But I tell you what, we'll put it on the screen. But let's get the super chats and the coffees rolling here, you guys. That's how this channel survives and how we're able to do all the great stuff we do at the end of the month. However, if you can't afford it, just hit that like button. But other than that, I need your guys' support on the nightly basis to get to the goals. And shouldn't really have to ask every single night, but seems like every night I have to ask over and over and over again. And it really shouldn't be that way. Unfortunately, we have these long, massive lulls where it's just, you know, like a... Hey, thank you, Mallory Beavers. Thank you for everything you do. Sorry, I can't do... Yeah, no, it's, I mean, $1 is good. I really... It's just like keeps things rolling along. It's just people just are like, yeah, everything should be free. Everything, you know, it's like, just help the channel sometimes. You know, it's no big deal. You know, we're making a big difference here. You know, all makes a difference. If 500 people did $1, it'd be a good night, you know. But unfortunately, it doesn't happen. Let's see. Is that it? That's not it. Right here. There we go. He's not. Yeah, I'm not playing it, you guys. Yeah, you're not going to hear it. I didn't even say that in the title. I just said we're going to go over it, you know. 911 call discussion. Alright, so anyways, here is the house again. For those of you who haven't seen it, I built this house about 2 years ago, even more than that, right after it was probably done in December of that. Right, so this is the front of the house. So if you're looking at the house, that's the house right there. See? There's my 3D model of it. And, you know, like for example, the reason people support the channel is that program that I'm using right now costs $1,600 a year to have, right? And it took a lot of, you know, I went to school to learn how to use it. So anyways, that's the front door. You come in, right? That room on the right is the storage unit. And when I say storage unit, I mean a room in the house that they've decided to use as storage. Nobody lives in there, but it would make a perfectly fine room. Then we've got a bathroom and a utility room. And then this is where Bethany Funk's room is. Okay? Then we go out of that room, and then there's the front door again that's open right there on the right. See? But if you would just come into the house and went up the stairs, this is what Payne did when he came in. Hey, Miss Trey, I'm going to ask for money on every single show that I ever do. Okay? Because that's the only way to make it happen. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. Okay? And when I do live streams, if nobody sends in super chats, the stream might make $10. And that's not doable in anybody's world, and you wouldn't do it either. All right? So we try to have people support the channel that like what we do here, and that allows us to give the $234,000, Miss Tay. Now, if you don't like the fact that we've given $234,000 away, then go screw yourself, okay? Nobody is interested in you. What an embarrassment. Anyways, up and then, so here's the front door right there. Then you go up the stairs, and then you're in the kitchen. I mean, not the kitchen, the living room. And then, so look at this is what it would look like. So, hey, we need to go check. We need to go check. And then you stop right here, right? This is where Dylan would have stopped. And then the other person went down there and saw, and they came running back, and they're like, oh, yeah, let's get out of here. You know, get out. Then they go back outside. So, like, backing down the stairs. Wait. I mean, I think that's exactly how it went. Anyways, this right here is Xana's room, right? So that's how it works. Put a 1 if you haven't seen what I have on the screen right now. Like, if you haven't seen this before and you don't really know the layout of the house, and I think if you knew the layout of the house, there's a lot of the pro burgers don't even know the house. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right. See what Candy Girl said? She said, a closed mouth don't get fed. There's nothing wrong with paying for entertainment. This is work. You're fine, girl. Yeah, I mean, people don't like it when I say, hey, everybody, because I get frustrated when people aren't willing to support the channel because, there's only a certain amount of time. What the hell happened here? Did that open up again? Oh, wait, there's another version of it. It's just the way it is, man. Right, so a lot of you haven't seen this. Now watch. So just watch again. Here's the front of the house. You come in, and this is exactly what it looks like. And then to the left, well, first of all, you come in the house. And then if you go down to the left here, this is Bethany Funk's room. It's right below the living room. See the little stair thing right there? Then you go this direction, and then up the stairs. I think I used to go inside of that the storage unit there, but I don't do that anymore. Then you go up the stairs right now. Now this is the living room, and right below, if you're sort of spatially aware, right below is Bethany Funk's room. And then if you look to the right, that's Xana Kernoodle's room down there. And they're in this room. Now, I don't know where they are exactly. I have Ethan over there on the bed and Xana because you could see her. Anyways, then you exit the room and you're back out in the living room. There's a bathroom door right here that's also mentioned. Then you take a right. And if you look right there, that's probably how Dylan was standing. Oh, hold on. Let me get that off the screen. Sorry about that. Let me go back. Start over for the people that was blocking. So there's the front door. And then you go to the left. And this is Bethany Funk's room. And then there's a storage facility and a bathroom right there. Then there's the front door that goes outside again. Then you go up the stairs, and then right below here is Bethany Funk's room. Take a right, you go down to Xana Kernoodle's room. That window to the right is the same side of the house as the front door, and you can see it from outside. This bed right here, right below that bed, is where the blood came out, and you can see it on the ground outside of the house. Then you go outside of Xana's room, you take a right. And look where Dylan's room is. Right there to the left, right below the stairs. That's why Dylan was in such a crappy location. And then to the right there, you can barely see it, but off to the right, that's the kitchen window. So it's just right there, the kitchen. So I go into Dylan's room here. And she's just standing right there. Then you go up the stairs. And then it goes into Kaylee's room here. And then there's the dog there, and there's the back deck on the upper level. Then you exit that room, and you go over here, and this is a bathroom. And then you take a right and go into Madison Mogan's room. And there's her deck, but she doesn't have a door. She just has a window out to it. And then they were on the bed, and the knife sheath was right next to them, and I guess Kaylee was sitting up in the corner like that. Then you go out the door, then down, and then at the bottom of the steps right here, that is Dylan Mortensen's room. So imagine that. And so, and the killer would leave through the sliding glass door. That I didn't make it, so this is a theory here. That's just, basically showing the layout of the house. So if we go back to this portion again, so when Kohberger, after he kills, in the theory that he kills Madison first and then kills Xana and Ethan, he would be going like this. And then Dylan's like looking through the door, and then he takes a right now and goes out the kitchen and leaves through the sliding glass door. So there you go. Does that make sense to everybody? How do you know they didn't make any sound? See, that's what we get with these crazy people. How did they make no sound or screaming? Well, they obviously made sound because Dylan Mortensen opened her door 3 times. Doesn't that indicate somebody making sound? Okay? Doesn't that indicate somebody making sound because Dylan opened your door 3 times? Cuckoo. And then you say, or screaming. Well, there was no screaming on the camera that they heard at 1112 King Road. But why does everybody think people always scream? That's just in the movies, you guys. People don't always scream. There isn't always screaming. All right? And these people were drunk and tired and likely just didn't know what the hell was hitting them at the time. Thank you, Karen Messenger. Likely he was in the house before that night. I don't know if it's likely. I think he could figure out exactly the layout of the house that he cared about just by sitting in his car back there. Because there's a window in the stairway that you could see somebody go through the sliding glass door, and then you could see them walking up. So then you can just know that, oh, if you go through the kitchen and I take a right, I can go up some stairs and make it upstairs to the level she's on, and then I know she's on the right-hand side, so when I get to the top, you know, depending how the stairs work, I'll know which way to turn. I mean, I think it's really simple. The house is very simple. It's just dumb, like a dumb, kind of a weird house, right? But isn't it really, in reality, sort of simple? You know, like, you know, you come, and the way it looks like from the outside again is like this. So what they always word it was, this is A, and then this is B, and then B2, and then 3. So A and 3 are both smaller sections, but the 2 B's are a bigger section, right? And then there's dirt underneath this area here. But, like, you know, you go in there and it's kind of simple, right? You know, you just walk into the... Hold on, that's a different camera. You go in and you just turn to the left. There's Bethany's room. You go up the stairs. Now you're in the living room, and then there's just a room right down there. That's Xana's, you know. Go into Xana's room, come back out. Then right there is Dylan on the left, bathroom to the right. You go upstairs right now. Then on the left is Xana Kernodle, and you come out of that room, and then there's Madison Mogan's room. I mean, really kind of a small house, probably not a lot of square footage. Just kind of a convoluted piece of crap house, really. I mean, when I was there filming it being taken down, it was really just a, you know, I mean, it collapsed. It looked like it was made out of balsa wood. It was amazing. So, anyways, there you go. Seemed like such a piece of creation house. Yeah, it was crap. I often wonder if and when he heard phone calls and texts being made and how that influenced his actions. I don't think he was around when anybody was texting anybody. If you look at I think on Dylan's phone, the timing, she wasn't texting during the time he was there. He texted at 2:19. She texted at 2:19, and he's already out of the house at that point. So the reality is, I made a video recently where it shows that Kohberger spent like 2 or 3 minutes outside before he went in, and 2 or 3 minutes before he left after leaving the house. He sat by his car, likely doing blood spatter mitigation with plastic bags, etc. And we know that because the car speeds away at a high rate of speed at 2:40 and 47 seconds. You see it on the camera. However, Dylan's already texting, or I think calling, actually, making Was it a phone call, or maybe it was just texting, but it was at 4:19 and something. So then that's already extra time at the car. But I think he left the house at 2:17 when the dog barked and there was a thud. That's when he walked out. Maybe right around 2:18. He goes up to the car, takes off his clothes really quick, switches over to something else, puts it in plastic bags, and then he gets the hell out of Dodge. But you know, I have a theory that like Xana and Ethan were attacked first. Kind of makes sense given some of the information. But you know, to be honest with you, you know, it could be either way. 50%. You know, attacking Madison, Kaylee first, and then he goes downstairs. See, I always try to work in the "it's okay, I'm here to help you." So it's like, okay, so in that scenario, in the "it's okay, I'm here to help you" scenario, what that means is that the killer goes upstairs first. In the scenario where the knife sheath's left accidentally, so it goes upstairs, and you know, probably doesn't go into this room. Goes into here and is surprised when he sees that there's two people in the bed where Madison was his target. So he, you know, obviously kills both of them in here, and he accidentally leaves the knife sheath up here, right? Then he goes downstairs. I know, we know she was on TikTok, Raina, but I've already accounted for all of that in my theories that I've put out there. So it's not a good argument. So right here, right, you see that? And then goes downstairs next, and then maybe when he's coming down the stairs after killing them at like 2:14 or whatever, something like that, somehow he sees that Xana's in there and sees him. Maybe that's when she says, "Hey, there's somebody here." So then he's like, "Oh crap," and then he follows them and kills them over there, and he thought he killed them, right? So then he goes, "Oh shit, where's my knife sheath?" Then he goes back upstairs into the room and looks for the knife sheath and can't find it. Then he goes back down the stairs again, and when he's here, he hears whimpering sound, and he realizes he never killed Xana. So then he walks this direction straight ahead, takes a left, and goes into you know, finds Xana. Maybe she's standing there in the room just trying to stand up, and he attacks her again and kills her, and there's a thud that hits the ground, okay? And that's when he leaves, but he never found the knife sheath. See, that makes sense too, right? The other theory is when the car parks at 4:08, he spends 2 or 3 minutes getting ready, blood spatter mitigation. He goes down, he enters the house around 4:11-ish, and that's when Xana is taking the bag back to the kitchen. Maybe Xana looks out the window and sees somebody coming down and says, "Hey, there's somebody here." And then he follows Xana into the living room area and attacks them first, and he thinks he killed both of them. Then he goes upstairs for his actual target, and he kills Madison Mogan and Kaylee Gonzalez, but he leaves the knife sheath there intentionally as a calling card because it was so well cleaned, he just missed the spot on the button of the knife, the snap. So then he goes down the stairs intending to leave at like 2:16, and hears the whimpering, whining sound, and you say, "Well, that's not enough time." I've proven there is, you guys. I've proven it. I've made a video 7 minutes and a 9-minute one, and you're just waiting around. It's way too much time. So he goes down the stairs, hears the whimpering sound, runs in there and says, "It's okay, I'm here to help you," to calm Xana down, make it seem like he's there to help. Then he attacks her. There's, you know, she's whimpering before that, attacks her. Then there's a thud, and then the dog's barking, as maybe the dog's either outside on the first floor or it's out on Kaylee Gonzalez's deck, barking at the guy running from the house at around 4:17. Then he goes up to his car and he spends 3 minutes removing his bloody clothing, placing it in plastic bags, preparing to get into his car to minimize dramatically the blood spatter transfer to the vehicle because he wouldn't, because, he's taken the classes and he knows exactly what to do. So then he goes out to the vehicle and then he speeds away, so after he's already put all the shit into the car, he drives away at 2:40 and 47 seconds. See, those are the two theories that I think are out there. All right? Those are my two theories. Hey, thanks, Hammer Maiden. Hey, Gray. Super chatted asking if you could tell the difference of the girls' voices on the nine. No, I couldn't, actually. I don't know if two different girls got on the call. I think it's Dylan Mortensen, because at one point she says, "Hi, this is Dylan." That's it. Can you distinguish the girl? Oh, that's what you were doing. Sorry, Jay, up there. I was just still in the middle of telling my theory. It's hard to get interrupted during that. And thanks, 99 pink balloons. Wow, I've never had a super chat to tell me to read somebody else's super chat. That's pretty good. I'm going to start not reading as many as possible. Yeah. You guys were still at 1 coffee. Is that really a thing these days? Come on, you guys. Coffees, they don't take 30%. Let me put that back in there. Yeah, Miss Tay sounds like one of those conspiracy people, right? Mm-hmm. What do you mean, Gray? I just go with the facts. You mean the facts that a clown tells you? Yeah. I don't think I've ever had a day since coffee, we've been doing this, that I've had one. That's, mm-hmm. How do you know what? That you're a conspiracy theory? Just by reading your comments. Why do you guys have Tay? Like, what's the deal with Tay on there? Like, you don't have to remove comments like that, Lisa Valenzuela. Even if a comment pisses you off, just leave it there, unless they say something derogatory towards the channel. But yeah, I feel the same as you. I remember that Tazon Day. What a crazy person that person was. In the Kanika Jenkins case, just making up stuff left and right. I think the Kanika Jenkins case and the Delphi case early on are the two cases that I realized that there are so many people out there that just don't give a damn about the reality and facts of the case. They just want to hear as many conspiracy theories as possible and live in a fantasy world. No, I missed it, Prophet. Jesus. I've made 2 videos on it already. I think he did it, and I think he planned it, but why drive right up like that and park? Well, what else would he do? What else would he do? Roller skate, slam? Where was he going to park? I mean, I don't get it. That's not the coffee app, though. You guys, that's crazy. Never seen that. Hey, thank you to Kenna for the PayPal. There's one. Claire Manson made it so we didn't only have 1 coffee. Thank you so much. And it shows up on the screen up there too. So, oh my God, a Moofy's 2 coffees. Thank you. They did. I wouldn't have to go back and find that. Why do you keep communicating with that person? They're never going to, there's people out there that never change their mind. Yeah, the idiot clown that actually wears a clown outfit and discusses the case and is so believed by so many people. Isn't that just like oxymoronic? That you guys literally go watch a actual clown talking about true crime and you literally believe what they're saying. I mean, give me a break. Yeah, it's he paints his face up, and it's just an embarrassment. I mean, like, if you literally went over what he said, it's just every... Oh yeah, he's also what's the other case? He's trying to defend somebody. It's just God, that person. Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah. Yeah, except I think you're a bad actor. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have an entire... There's community sections of people who hate me. And they hate that I say, hey, everybody, if you could help support the channel, blah, blah, blah. They hate that. They hate anytime I'm upset or say something to somebody like, hey, you're a troll. That's all they do. They wake up in the morning, have a cup of coffee, think about what they can do today. So that's all they do. And they, make videos about me, etc. And all I can do is just laugh because, my channel does well because I actually know what the hell I'm talking about, which I know is unusual in the true crime world. Much more. I think the prosecution has a hell of a lot more stuff that nobody's really aware about. I would think, because I don't think that. I just think it's one of those cases that's a no-brainer, Has so much evidence stacked against him. I'm sure there's more for the trial. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, look at it. I don't even, if you can't help support the channel, it's not a big deal. I don't go, oh my god, you can't. It's just that, when you have a certain amount of people, obviously people could support the channel. It's not, I know it's sort of difficult because I do shows every single day, and but I try to offset. Like, I used to never make videos. I mean, maybe 2 videos a month or something, and so videos have their own ad revenue source. So if the video does well, you might make something. So I try to make up the difference of the drop off by doing that. But sometimes it's... Yeah, so even on live streams, when there's videos, when the night's over, if you don't have like 10,000, 1,000 people watching, your ad revenue on the show might be like $10 for the live stream for 3 hours. It's ridiculous, even if ads are playing the whole time. Let's see. I've never heard that. That's why I didn't see. What are you talking about? Yeah, we don't like people mentioning other creators, especially since I don't know if they're good or not. Just because you like one, I'm not going to say, oh yeah, thanks, This isn't a place to advertise for another YouTube channel. If I want to mention them, I'll do it myself. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody helps me out, I always mention them, stuff like that, but I'm not sitting here, it's not an ad, it's not a place for advertising. Imagine having your own food cart, and then there's people standing in line outside your food cart saying, hey, have you guys gone over to that one over there? Look how good that one is. It's kind of rude, isn't it? It's exactly the same thing. 100%. I'm not sure who you're talking about, Nikki. I don't even know who you are. Never heard of you in my life. Are you kidding me, Gray? Yeah, hey, Nikki. Hey, Nikki. See, here's the thing. The trolls that hate my channel, you know what they never tell anybody? Is that we've given $234,000 to charities, a DNA fund, and a scholarship fund since January of 2020. They never say that part, okay? And that's their little shtick that they use. Well, thanks, JK. I'm glad you like my voice. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm not saying that's what you're doing, Natalie. I'm just saying I'm explaining. Okay. I didn't even see what you wrote. Didn't even know what you're talking about. I think Amber. It's me, Mike. Thanks for explaining. I appreciate it. I guess State is going to put on a good bit of testimony. Yeah, who knows? You know that the money does, it actually... Yeah, these people don't care. You know what the money does? It actually helps with true crime. It gives people their name back. Right, we've identified Jane and John Does by funding the identification of people. We have donated over $20,000 to RAIN, which is Violence Against Women, over $20,000 to Texas EquiSearch. Everybody knows who that is. We've given over $20,000 to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. But despite all that, the trolls never mention that. Ever. Okay? They never mention that. They just go, look, Gray again. He's out there trying to, get people to send super... Yeah. Okay. Well, I admit it. I try to get people to send super chats in to help support the channel. And I know because I know what it takes to be able to do that. So imagine if I did 30 shows a month and I only relied on the ad revenue from YouTube, and that would be probably like $500. How would I be able to give that much money to various charities if that was the reality? You can't. All right. But it also supports me and my channel to allow me to keep doing what I'm doing. See? I don't know what that means. Missy Tay. Mr. Ross, I know your channel's the best out there, Gray. Yeah. And I appreciate all you guys. I give away, huge portions of the income, including ad revenue, the super chats, etc. So that's why we're able to do what we do. And I hope you guys say now we got... so now it's time to get rid of Miss Tay permanently. Okay, those kind of comments. Let's see. Sticking to tonight's script, what was your take on the why Dylan Morton said poor Kaylee? Oh yeah, well I explained that on the show. I mean, it could be that I think also didn't Ashely Banfield had an idea on that, like poor Kaylee, because Kaylee was friends with Xana, so she thought maybe Kaylee was upset. But I think Dylan likely knew something wrong had happened to Kaylee upstairs, and once you know that Xana's not alive and that Kaylee's never responding to anything and her car's outside, that something really bad happened to her upstairs, and maybe one of the friends went upstairs and peeked and also thought that there was somebody else passed out there too. Who the hell knows how it went down? Who the hell knows? Thanks, Levitating Elephant, for trying to explain it. Somebody removed your comment for some reason, but I don't know who you're talking to, MS. Nobody knows what you're talking about. Where are these people coming from? Who said something about that? Who are you to tell me what I can do? Who do you think you are? Who are you talking to? I never talked to you tonight. Never said a word to you. What an idiot. These people, I tell you what, it's like they're almost looking, they're like in a state of manic or, like I don't even know if that's the right word, schizophrenia, where they're talking to the other voice. Right. Anyways, I'm kind of tired, you guys. I think I'm going to get the hell out of here. Been a long day. So thank you very much to Cheryl Bullock, Jim Lawn, Michelle H., Allie Cake, Timothy Cecil, Esther Melgoza. Are you still there, Esther? Maybe one of these days when if you come around a little bit more, I'll put you back in there. Justin, Artwork 2, Linda Howell, GSU PM, then Michelle H., and GSU PM with a double cat eye. So without her, that one, we wouldn't have made it. And Jill D., Jim Lawn, and then without all the rest of these, we wouldn't have made it even with hers. So then we had Esther again, and Timothy Cecil, Cool, and you. I think this is gonna freezing up on me over here. Here, let me refresh this page before it asks me to do it. Thanks, Lindsay. Yeah, I knew it. This is right when it's going to crash. This is probably going to... Alright, so where were we at here? Okay, Timothy Cecil, Esther Melgoza, Justin, Artwork 2, Linda Howell, GSU PM, Michelle H, GSU PM with the double cat eye, Jill D, Jim Lon, Esther Melgoza, gifted a membership, then Timothy Cecil, Cool and You, Esther Melgoza. If Gray annoys you, you're likely the problem. And then Freak 101, and then Jim Lon, then Esther Melgoza, and then it says Jessica Miller, then Amber Maiden, Gifted 5, then Snappy T, Austin Trisha, then Jim Lon, then Mallory Beavers, Candy Girl, Karen Messenger, Jay, 99 Pink Balloons, Amber Maiden, Motivational Living, Sherry C, and Jim Lon. And we also had over here we had we had Jennifer T and Kenna and Kathy, Kathy G, all on PayPal there. Then we had Moofies, Claire, and Lisa Valenzuela on the coffees. So thank you guys. Very cool, very cool. Anyways, I hope you guys appreciate it. A lot of work went into making this model. Like, we use it all the time. I think when you're sitting here watching and you're theorizing, when you watch something, when you're just being able to see this really allows you to sort of picture what's going on here. Okay, and the reason people, if you look at the map here at the top, let me go right into there. I think I'm in the wrong city. Yeah. Right here. So just look at it like this. If you're still out there, Candy, listen, watch this. The white Elantra at 326 is driving right here. And it comes around like this. Up and around. Takes a left. And then that same white Elantra at 328. I timed it in a car. It's exactly right. 328 drives right by the A&W right here. And then at around 329-ish, it's right here. So it probably passed here at like 328.25 or something. Then right here at 329, it's right by Ridge Road, the same white Elantra. Exact timing. Then the exact timing, and by the way, when it was over here, it was missing a front license plate. And then right here, when it passes Linda Lane, driving this direction, at 329.49, exactly when it should be there. Then that same white Elantra is seen driving right through here and around like this. And then it stops over here for 2 or 3 minutes and then leaves again at 334 over here. You can hear the car on an audio. And then it does that 4 times. And it makes its final attempt coming in at 405. Comes back here, turns around, drives back over here, turns around, does a 3-point turn, comes back around. Then at 408, it parks its car. And inside of, from 408 to 420, see this little outline that I drew here? That's the only place that white Elantra could be until it sped away at a high rate of speed at 420 and 40-something seconds. Right? So that means the white Elantra is inside of that. And it was missing its front license plate, just like Koberger's. And keep in mind, Koberger had turned his phone off while driving over here at 254. The 329 sighting of the Elantra, according to Ann Taylor, is Brian Koberger's vehicle. So therefore, this is Koberger's vehicle, and this is Koberger's vehicle, and it's missing a front license plate, just like his. Then the car stops from 408 to 420 and 40-something seconds. And inside of that 12-minute window, inside of this circle right here, a knife sheath was left with Brian Koberger's DNA on it. And then the vehicle speeds away at a high rate of speed at 420. And that means during the 12 minutes, a knife sheath was left, leaving it in the house with Brian Koberger's DNA on it. Then it leaves like this, drives like that, and then comes down this direction and is on Conestoga, comes out here, and then heads this direction, and then gets on the highway, and then at 4:48, I think, yeah, 4:48, his phone pings right here near Blaine, Idaho. Okay, then it comes down, and then it cuts across. I've did this whole route, by the way. Comes up, and then his phone is seen on camera after the, not the phone, the vehicle. The car turns right here, drives up like that, and then that car is seen, suspect vehicle 1, driving this direction at 5:25. And by the way, when his phone was going this direction, it was being picked up on all of these different cell towers going across. Then up here, it's seen at 5:25 heading back up here, and his phone pings again at 5:30 in Pullman, Washington. So it's just so obvious, it's almost mind-boggling. Right? It's like one of those things you'd have to have a zero reasoning ability to not see it. Yeah, it's really pretty out there, I have to admit. Driving like this drive right here, it's pretty crazy. Really neat rolling hills, etc. But anyways, there you have it, everybody. And thanks, Alley Kick up there. Appreciate it. And also Jim Lawn again, I guess. So thanks for being here tonight. And I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. On the videos, I don't ask for super chats or coffees or anything like that. But during my live streams, I do, because there's no other way to really make any revenue on them. So I hope you guys don't mind, because I'll probably continue to do it. Just don't let it bother you. If you can't afford it, I'm not talking to you. Showed up to hear you talking about this case when you had 2,004 Delphi case video. Yeah, well, so what? What does that mean, I'm Oni? There's 500 something people here, but I don't know what you mean. Yeah, I mean, if I tomorrow, if I came out with the full 911 call and I did a live stream, I'd probably have 3,000 people watching. Easy. Right? It's just the way it is. It's just, there was breaking news in the Delphi case yesterday with the actual 43-second video that Liberty German filmed of the killer following, and the killer is Richard Allen, behind Abby as she's walking, and we finally got to see that. Although it was weird for me because it seemed like I had already seen it 1,000 times. There was nothing on it that it was so weird. Because if you watch this channel, it's almost as if you'd seen it. It's crazy. So anyways, you guys, thank you very much. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And as I always say, until next time, be safe out there. Make sure to watch this ending here. We got a rap and Lori Daybell dancing.
Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now. And during this whole time, I have not seen one person that is a crime dissector, plug rejector. I'm a certified
Human lie detector. I'm gonna get you on a stretcher if you try and play me like an old projector. Crime sector is my nectar. Professor Green's gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, flicker,
connector, and I'm always
gonna be a pop detector.
fool deflector, interceptor.
And I mean a little spiker with a vector.
On his specter, with all respect, y'all. Just remember, I've a temper fucking check ya. I have no agenda, I'm no pretender, and I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender. Yeah, so I'll just get right back to work.
I don't know what you're talking about, Steph, but alright, cool. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was going to say you guys should join the Facebook group for the case. I have my own Facebook group, Ray Hughes Investigates, but you could join the Idaho I think it's like, I'm not sure what the full name is, but, you know, Idaho something with Gray Hughes in it. It just shows right up there. You type it in, like, Idaho Gray Hughes, and probably show up, and you can join that Facebook group. I post all the videos in there, too, and, you know, sometimes people post in there as well. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. See you guys later, and be safe out there.
Gray, why'd you say out there later?
I don't know. I just said be safe, but then I realized that I usually say safe out there, and people would be confused, and that I didn't say out there. Why the hell are you asking me that?
Well, I just thought it was weird, Gray. You don't have to get your panties in a ball.
What the hell are you talking about, Mary Lou? You All right. Anyways, thanks, everybody. See you later. That Mary Lou, I tell you what, man, I get it. Whew.
Gosh, Gray, that isn't very nice.
Are you okay, Mary Lou?
Yeah, I'm fine. Good night, everybody.
Oh my God, what a fake cry.